The northeast part of our state, our neighbors to the northeast, going to get the brunt of this storm. White County also ready for that weather, knowing they're kind of in the bullseye there.
We know that Chase Howell is live for us this afternoon in Cleveland, Georgia. Chase, you have been there the last 2 days, speaking to residents, speaking to business owners, trying to see what exactly they are doing to preparing. Are they taking this seriously? The last time we checked in with you, you told us about a farmer who said that his cows and his chickens were his indication of how bad this was going to be.
Faith, Cheryl, yeah, I did. But listen, we have the Deputy Director of White County Public Safety here, Don Strength, with me. So, Don, you just left a meeting with really big officials here throughout the county. How confident do you feel about going into this freezing rain winter storm that's headed your way?
Well, I'm confident that we are as prepared as we can get. We're finalizing our plans. We've spent most of today working on our backup plan in the event that we lose our communications in the 911 center. So we have covered just about every base we can think of. So at the moment, I'm pretty confident about our ability to respond to this ice storm.
Don, you mentioned how you guys have been preparing for this. I mean, you guys are doing everything that you can to make sure you can get out to the people that need your help. But that comes with its challenges. Talk to me about the challenges and what you guys have done to your vehicles to try to get to people.
Well, we've done things such as chains, snow chains, that sort of thing. Our road department and of course GDOT. We're lucky to have a GDOT office here in the county. So they'll work the state roads. Our county road department will work the primary county roads. Secondary roads, residential roads, of course, will not be primary unless we have an emergency in those areas, and then they'll get out there and help us with that. So we're doing everything we know to do. But here's the problem. How many of us have ever dealt with 1 inch of ice? You know, 1 inch of snow, 10 inches of snow is one thing. Ice, totally different. And so we are bracing for the absolute worst possible scenario and hoping that we will be able to continue to provide emergency services. But you're correct, there may come a point in the height of all of this where that may become very difficult.
And Don, talk to me about how important it is for neighbors, I should say, to check in on neighbors. Talk to me about that, especially in those rural areas or people that may live in mobile homes. Absolutely.
Check on your neighbor, make sure they're okay, especially if you know that they have total electric heat, because we do anticipate large utility loss throughout the county. So we could be looking at days without electricity. So if you know your neighbor only has electric heat, double check on them, make sure they're okay, take care of them.
But most importantly, too, when this comes down and everything freezes, biggest message I've heard from you guys, stay off the road.
We are asking everybody in the county to shelter in place. We anticipate the frozen precipitation, according to the National Weather Service. We just finished a briefing with those guys, and they believe that we'll start seeing frozen precipitation late Saturday afternoon, but problems probably won't start happening until sometime after dark. And then during overnight Saturday into Sunday morning, we expect to be the height of the storm. We are asking everyone to please stay off of the roadways. Stay at home so that we can respond to people who truly have an emergency.
Don, thank you so much for your time. So, Faith, Cheryl, to reiterate what Don just talked about, stay off the roads for one when things start freezing. Two, if you live in those rural areas, not in the center of Cleveland where we just were, check on your neighbors, make sure they're good, because again, he just mentioned, Don just said, we're expecting to lose power when this storm moves through and things start to freeze. And most importantly, they're prepared for the worst case scenario. They're going to do what they can to get to individuals who need their help. But again, ice faces challenges there, right? So they're going to have to move slowly. It's not like snow where they've seen before. This could possibly be, as Don just said, an inch of ice. So a lot of great things from Don right there. Again, we heard from the director yesterday. We're going to hear again from the director later on. So we're going to keep you guys updated as this comes in. We're going to be here at the White County Public Safety Office for some time, bringing you reports about what we're learning in the moment.
Chase, really good points. The other thing that Don just said that really got my attention is they are preparing for the possibility. What if they lose 911 communication? So I think a lot of us think about power outages and how that might impact our individual homes. But when you talk about citywide or countywide emergency services, that's a whole nother ball game.
And let me show you this really too quick, Cheryl and Faith. I'm going to have Tyson, my photojournalist, kind of zoom in. So that white van right there is the really saving grace of this all. That's what they're going to be using if and when they lose power here at their 911 center at the public safety building. So it's incredible. That tiny van right there will be the key to getting people through to 911 to ensure that whatever emergency that they're facing gets called in and that emergency personnel can get out there to help them. But again, with ice, slow moving. So it may take some time for emergency crews to get out to your home if they can really, because again, this is a hilly area. So again, they have chains on their wheels, they have rocks, they have salt, they have sand. They're going to do what they can to get to them, but it may take time. So be patient. They're prepared as much as they can be.
Yeah, ready for anything. Chase Howell in Cleveland, Georgia, there in White County. Thanks so much for the update.